China has announced its intention to invest billions in modernizing Africa's agriculture. That's one of the four focus areas during this week's Forum on China-Africa Cooperation Summit in Beijing. As part of this agricultural modernization, China wants to popularize Chinese hybrid rice in Africa due to its high yield. In a few months, definitely a few years, Chinese hybrid rice will be omnipresent on African dinner tables. At first glance, that seems like a good thing because 1 in 5 Africans is undernourished. However, there's a better way of tackling this food insecurity. Before I tell you that better way, let me tell you briefly about this man. Yuan Longping, China's most celebrated plant scientist. In 1970, Yuan and his team stumbled upon a wild strain of rice growing next to a railway line in Hainan Island, southern China. This plant became the breakthrough Yuan had been searching for. He saw in that scrappy and tamed rice the future. And with it, he did what nobody had imagined. He transferred its genetic material into commercial rice. This fusion led to China's celebrated hybrid rice that ended up transforming China's rice fields into engines of abundance. Now, instead of copying China's hybrid rice and pasting it across Africa, we can do what Yuan did and develop our own African hybrid rice. African hybrid rice can boost food security and food sovereignty across Africa. If we fail to cultivate hybrid African rice, we may be driven into the arms of dangerous alternatives like GMO rice, peddled by those who seek to make billions from our hunger. African hybrid rice carries within it the strength of Africa's indigenous rice, combined with the high-yield non-GMO rice. Herein lies the power of hybrids. They emerge from traditional breeding, where two distinct parent plants unite to produce offspring that carry the best traits of both. On the contrary, GMOs undergo genetic alteration, such as deletions, inversions, insertions, or translocations of genes to confer specific traits. Hybrids maintain the genetic integrity of the species, whereas GMOs represent a more radical alteration of the genetic code. That's what Africa must reject. If you are a plant scientist like Yuan, please reach out. If you have core competencies that can actualize